In recent times, there has been significant discussion and speculation regarding the possibility of India undergoing a name change, with the potential name being Bharat. This has raised a multitude of questions and debates about the reasons behind this proposed change and its implications. And there are two reasons behind this. The first reason that has tripped up this buzz is an invitation from President Draupadi Murmu for the G20 dinner. Notably, the invitation mentions the President of Bharat instead of the usual President of the Republic of India. This subtle shift has sparked curiosity and discussions. The second reason for the name change speculation is the upcoming Parliament session, scheduled from September 18th to the 22nd, during which reports suggest that the name change might be on the agenda. Understanding the historical and cultural significance of both India and Bharat is crucial in this ongoing debate. Bharat has ancient roots in Indian literature and history, while India has a more recent origin dating back to the colonial times. Bharat, the name for India in several Indian languages, is mainly derived from the name of the Vedic tribe of Bharatas, who are mentioned in the Rig Veda as one of the principal kingdoms of the Aryavarta. It is also variously said to be derived from the name of either King Dasharatha's son Bharat of Ramcharitmanas or King Dushyanta's son Bharata of Mahabharata or Rishabha's son Bharata. The name India traces its origin from the Sanskrit word Sindhu, which was the name of the Indus River. The old Persians used to call Sindhu as Hindu, and closely related words have been used to refer to the subcontinent as a whole for many centuries, dating back to the ancient Greek historians. The English form India gained greater relevance when the country was ruled by the British from the late 18th century onwards and was prominently used in historical maps. Upon gaining independence, our nation retained the name India instead of reverting to Bharat, a choice we embraced wholeheartedly. We not only adopted the name India but also unified our financial institutions, corporations, and currency under this banner. This decision was widely accepted and we harbor no grievances regarding it. However, in the realm of sports and international affairs, we are accustomed to being referred to as India. This suggests that our identity, at least in these contexts, align with the name India. The Reserve Bank, along with various other aspects, has become integrated with the identity of India. Furthermore, foreign nations commonly address as India rather than Bharat. Nehru, also a historian, has said in his book Discovery of India, as quoted, "Often as I wandered from meeting to meeting, I spoke to my audiences of this India of ours, of Hindustan, and of Bharata, the old Sanskrit name derived from the mythical founders of the race." He had mentioned the three most popular names, Hindustan, India, and Bharat, with their own roots, geographical and historical relevance to the country. All the official documents for the country in India carry the name India when referring to the Republic, its ministers, domestic and foreign correspondents describing government figures as Indian leaders. Valid identity cards like passports and voting cards use the term India as the official marker of citizenship, but documents published in Hindi with alongside English, which is one of India's 22 official languages, say Bharat instead of India. Now, looking into the constitutional aspect, Article 1 of the Indian Constitution states India, that is Bharat, is a union of states. This raises questions about whether both names are interchangeable or if they hold distinct legal significance. Legal scholars have differing opinions on this matter. Some argue that other constitutional articles like Article 77, which refers to the government of India, and Article 52 mentioning the President of India. This indicates that India and Bharat are synonyms. The Indian Constitution was written and made public in 1951, and the issue has been heavily debated after India gained its independence as well in 1947, and the debate still continued for years. The government's intention regarding the name change are not yet clear, but if they decide to proceed, a constitutional amendment would be required involving additions, removals, or modifications to Article 1. This process, however, is complex and would necessitate changes to numerous institutions, laws, and positions, including the Supreme Court of India and the President of India. Additionally, any such move would likely face legal challenges, possibly reaching the Supreme Court, as it did in 2020, when a petition sought to remove India from the Constitution. The Supreme Court, in that instance, dismissed the petition, asserting that India is already referred to as Bharat. The debate over the name change is not just about semantics. It carries political context as well. Opposition parties have formed a coalition named India, which opposes the name change, viewing it as a political move rather than a policy change. Supporters of the government argue that the change represents a break from colonial legacies and a reclamation of India's historical identity. Ultimately, the outcome of this debate remains uncertain. India would not be the first country to change its name, with examples like Turkey, for instance, is now Turkiye. The Czech Republic is Czechia, Swaziland is Eswatini, and Burma is Myanmar. Each country had its own reason for the name change. The reasons behind India's potential name change will determine the direction this endeavor takes. As for the question of whether the name should change from India to Bharat, it's a topic of considerable discussion and a debate. Many have grown accustomed to India as the nation's identity used internationally in sports and in various other contexts. The decision to change the name would involve careful consideration of historical, cultural, and practical factors, and it remains a matter of public opinion and government policy. Feel free to share your thoughts on this issue in the comments below.